has said, those are like the hard parts that makes up the computer. The components actually like motherboards and housings of computers. Let's just say those components inside the computer itself, and then the software parts are like the programs and applications that runs on a computer.
Okay.
In my understanding, yes.
Right, Olivia?
Okay, ma'am. I would say the hardware is like the physical parts of the computer, those things that you can touch, you can see with your physical eyes, the tangible things. And then the software now is like the things that are inside the computer now um, that makes it transfer that information now throughout the computer. The ones that we cannot see, but it makes the computer function, I would say.
Okay. And from Joshua?
By my understanding, hardware, those are physical parts of computer, which include mouses and drives also. About the softwares, those are built-in components of the computer, such as applications. Yeah.
Aima?
To my understanding, hardware are the collection of physical elements that constitute a computer system, and these are the what are the monitors, mouse, and keyboards. Yeah, and the hard drives. And then the software are the set of instructions that tells the hardware what to do and how to do it.
Okay. And then Hadab? Hadab, we can see your face, so you may speak. You are speaking, but your mouse. Let me see if I can unmute. No, I cannot unmute. Hadab, we cannot hear you, but it seems you are speaking. We are.
Hi, hello.
Yes, now we
You,
can
you
hear
can
you.
hear me?
Yes.
Okay. In my understanding, hardware is a physical component of computer that you can see and then you can touch it. Why the software you cannot see or you can, but the example of our software is like a spreadsheet, word processor, Python, and a database. In my understanding, yes.
Okay.
Um, Mrs. I'm currently in a correctional facility, so 2:30. I can just end up here 2:30 because I will be locked up in.
Not a
But I'm highly appreciative for the classes. I enjoyed. We shall meet next time.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate
Oh,
that you attended.
okay, prayer.
Okay, who is next? There is Rona. Am I reading it nicely? Ronaldson. How do I read this name?
Yeah, yeah, thank you. I think hardware is the physical component of the computer, like the hard drive, and the graphics card, and so on. Software, I think it's the programming, the applications, and all the components that we output.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Samuel. I think Otto will be the last person to speak, so because of time. Ah, yes. Samuel, you are next, and then Aina, and then Hileni, and then Usizi, and then Otto.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
My
Hard
my definition of
software.
hardware and software. I will start with hardware. Hardware is the components of computer
Yes.
which you can touch with your physical hands. For example, a mouse, a keyboard, computer monitor, and a software. is basically what you can't touch, mostly programs like Microsoft, uh, PowerPoint, Excel, Word, and Google, Chrome. That's basically your software. Thank you.
Thank you. Next person. Please, I have mentioned in order. Aina,
Yes. Afternoon, madam.
good afternoon, ma'am.
Thank you for the floor. Thank you for the floor.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You're welcome.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that most of the answers were answered.
Yeah.
So, but on my opinion, the hardware is the physical stuff, the tangible part of the computer or a device, like keyboard, screen, and CPU. And the software, it's intouchable, something which you cannot touch. Like the program app and the data that learning on the hardware. An example also like the app on the phone and so on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, May Aina. Yes, next. Hilani. Yes. Huh? Is it? Yes. Hilani?
Miss, according to my understanding, hardware is a physical stuff like keyboard, mouse, things that you can see and touch, while the software are the programs and apps running on it, like Windows or Chrome, something like that.
All right. Uzi?
Usizi.
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 Yes.
Yes. Yes, afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
On my own understanding, I feel like hardware is the exterior parts of the computer, while the software falls under the interior of the computer, which are now the apps that are in the computer, and interphones, and other electronics.
Interior and exterior. Nice. All right. Yes, Otto?
On my own understanding, the hardware component of computer, I can say is the physical part that you can touch, like the screen and the plug, everything that you can touch with your hand. And the software component of the computer, I can say is the thing that you cannot touch, especially like the app in the computer or the Bluetooth, everything that you can't touch. That's on my own understanding.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, colleagues. And we are correct. We are correct about what a software and a hardware is. At least I know that we have prior understanding of of hardware and software. Like what most of the colleagues have already said, that a hardware is a component or a part of a computer that is able to be touched. We use it through touching. Um, um, we use it through touching, and some of them we may not use them through touching, but we do place them with our hands. Even when we are assembling them, you will be able to assemble them with your hands. And you do some configuration. Even when you are doing some configurations, you do that with your hands because we can touch them. The things that we have already mentioned, a keyboard, I think it's a daily thing that we use. Let me just go and close my window. I think there is a noise coming from outside. explaining that a hardware, then that becomes a component or a part. When we are saying component, we mean a part. Is a part of a computer that you are able to touch, see with your hands, feel with your hands. If it's not with your hands, you can actually feel it with any part of your body. And software, we are able to see them, and we use them using hardwares. For you to be able to use a software, you must have a hardware for you to be able to use it. And a software now becomes the programs, which are instructions that are in the computer. Okay, so that becomes what a software is. An example of a software that we are currently using, we are using PowerPoint. That is what we are using to display what is written on the screen. We are using Google Meet. That is what we are using now to do this video conferencing. What else we are using? We are using Chrome. But for me to be able to use these applications, for example, if I need to go on the next slide, that is an instruction that I'm giving it. Let's go to the next slide. It's because of the what? It's because of the hardware, which is a mouse that I'm using to click so that I'll be able to use the software. So those are the two main of computers. Without the hardware, you will not use the software. Without the software, you will basically not use the computer. Right? So that is what a computer is all about. It must have both components, the hardware as well as the software. Theophilus, you have a hand. Theophilus Mvura?
Yes, yes, miss. I'm going to have the recordings.
I just, Google Meet does not record, but I just pressed on my computer recording when I started questions. But I will record, I will upload the recordings on YouTube and then share the link on the LMS. But unfortunately, from the beginning, I did not record, because then I wanted to record with PowerPoint, but still I could not record with PowerPoint. Doc,
Okay.
Doc,
Thanks.
I'm in class. Can I call you back? Doc? Okay. Okay. We might then continue, like what I was saying, that hardwares, we see them, and these are the examples of hardwares that I've given, and most of you have already given, you have mentioned them. So that we have CPU, we have memory, we have storage, hard drives, input, output, and then they are nicely explained into details of what these components are. I want you to go and study on those components. Please know them very well. And I think in our next lesson, we are going to explain further on what they are. And I think in the next, because we will only be meeting every second week. We will not be meeting every week. Like I explained, it's every second week. So come the next week, I will continue with the unit 2. We will not touch on unit 1 again, but I'm coming to run through, and I just in unit 1 for some few things, and I also want you to take note. When you are reading unit 1, I want you to go and take note of where you do not understand, so that the first part of our next meeting, we are just going to discuss the things that you did not understand from the slides, and then we continue with unit 2. Is that an agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.